A challenge, a test of your mind and body, a 50% chance of success and failure, and it's only for one day out of the entire year. Man, this sounds interesting, and it is. It's called the MISOGI.
I am constantly amazed by what this world has to offer. I am always curious and wanting to learn something new, but it's kind of hard to discover that information. But I like to find it and share it with you.
So what is the MISOGI? The MISOGI has its roots in Japanese culture, but has recently been brought to the US. The MISOGI is a Japanese ritual practice of purification. This practice is all about cleansing your body and soul. And nothing does that like standing under a waterfall in the middle of winter with nothing on but this. And while the Japanese practice is the basis for the Americanized one, we have put our own American spin on this sacred practice. So, what is the American MISOGI? For our purposes, it's a one-day challenge that, in a similar way to the Japanese MISOGI, is meant to put your abilities and life in context. Like the freezing water, the American MISOGI is basically a reset. It's resetting your perception of what you thought you could do. But what makes a MISOGI so challenging, so difficult, and so different? There are 3 parameters. First, there needs to be at least a 50% chance of failure. It is something that you are unsure that you will be able to complete. Second, it needs to be an act of your choosing that is unique and you wouldn't normally attempt. Part of the difficulty is knowing that there will not be anything guiding you through the process. No coach telling you what to do and how to do it. You are venturing into unexplored territory with only yourself as your guide. Thirdly, it needs to be for yourself and those around you. Don't share on social media what you did. Your accomplishment is for yourself and yourself only. Like Ronald Reagan said, there's no limit to the amount of good you can do if you don't care who gets the credit. Don't put the emphasis on the credit. Put the emphasis on the action. With those parameters, some people have done some incredible things. This one group of friends dropped an 85-pound boulder off the coast of Santa Cruz Island and proceeded to walk it 5 kilometers as a team, relaying it and carrying it back on the sea floor. There are many more of these stories that weren't shared online because of the last rule. It's actually pretty hard to find other stories, and I can't tell whether not a lot of people do a MISOGI or whether lots of people do and they just don't share it. Either way, it's super cool because it's an opportunity for you to push yourself in ways that you aren't used to. The beauty is in its simplicity. It's one day out of 365. Anyone can do it. The question is, how will you?